We're really close to a lot of good things happening that will help XRP become more popular. In this video, I want to speak about what those catalysts are and also the largest thing standing in our way right now, which is Bitcoin maximalism. I want to discuss about whether or not this group will be able to slow down XRP in this video. At the end of the video, I talk about the XRP price chart and what I expect will happen next. As always, your support means a lot to our channel. Thanks to everyone who likes these films and subscribes to the channel. These two easy things actually do assist me a lot. If you know of a decent site to acquire XRP, you should also check out my favorite exchange, which I'll link to in the description of this video. With that being stated, let's get right to it. I hope you all enjoy the stuff. Let's get this video going by talking about a couple of big things that are about to happen. The first is the stablecoin law. It looks like there will be a debate in the Senate tomorrow about the stablecoin bill. I think it has to go back to the House when it goes through the Senate, but I think I understand the whole thing. Once the Senate passes the stablecoin bill, we're pretty much good to go. The stablecoin law is really interesting and significant because no matter what these Bitcoin maximalists say, stablecoins won't be built on Bitcoin. You have to do them on these other chains. I believe it's interesting that the US government is focusing on stablecoins right now, even if they don't simply exist on their own networks. This whole Bitcoin versus cryptocurrency network discussion is so funny. Is that right? There are other networks where they exist, and those networks are not Bitcoin. So right now, the US government is putting this stablecoin bill at the top of its list of things to do. This is because it is based on fast, efficient blockchains. It's clear that this is the right place for the XRP ledger. Ripple also seems to be the highest bidder for Circle, the largest regulated stablecoin company out there. This could be a great opportunity for Ripple to become a major player in what could be one of the most crucial short-term changes to the financial system: a digital dollar printed on the blockchain. Now, I believe that the ultimate goal is much more than just a digital money. We are seeing a lot of excitement around tokenizing US dollars, just like we are seeing a lot of excitement around tokenizing other currencies. Stablecoins are going to make everyone go crazy about tokenizing everything of value. This is still quite new, though. But if you look at the big picture, a lot of the pushback that these Bitcoin maximalists are getting right now is that they say you don't need anything other than Bitcoin and that the other networks are merely networks. The interesting thing is that all the things people want to do with tokenization and releasing assets can't be done on Bitcoin. This is one of the most crucial things to know because they will always try to make it appear like no one wants to do these things, or that they can be done on Bitcoin, which is a crazy thought. This has never been done successfully on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin can't even handle these kinds of activity. In the meantime, if you compare that to the XRP ledger, you'll see that it's exactly why the XRP ledger was made. Ripple has been working with these banks and other financial institutions since the beginning to help them get used to how to do this in order to make the goods that these consumers really want. I want to show you a video that I think really sums up the most crucial thing about all of this. The way people who support Ripple and XRP think is different from the way people who support Bitcoin think. And I believe this will really help you understand if these guys who are trying to slow down the rest of the industry will be able to do so. I want to play this clip for you and then talk about it. Ripple has worked with authorities from the start, and we have worked with banks and other regulated entities where there is no regulatory concern. And that's why we've discovered that XRP has done well. People are starting to understand, hey, wait a minute. You asked if XRP is the next Bitcoin, so let's get back to that. Your real question is whether XRP is the new Bitcoin. There's a lot of room for XRP to grow if we can work with the system to solve this problem and do it on a large scale, like a problem that costs trillions of dollars. Let me tell you something right now. Okay, this is a $10 bill. This is trash. This is trash. You have people in South Africa and Iran. Is that right? That's going to go to zero. That will go to zero. This is also going to zero. Euros are going to plummet down to zero. The yen is likely to plummet down to zero. The value of the Chinese yuan is falling to zero. It's all heading to zero when compared to Bitcoin. If you don't get that yet, you're going to be poor. You're going to be homeless. You're going to have to plead. You're going to lose your business. You're going to be toast. Next, do you realize that tearing up is against the law? With the Bitcoin I have, I can buy any senator or congressman I want. I write the laws. Rand, the one who has the Bitcoin, makes the rules. We're not going to just sit around and let those bastards tell us what to do. We have the money. We are the ones who make the laws. We've got the Bitcoin thing going on. We don't. We got it. No, they don't. Wow. So you can probably see that there is a difference in maturity, comprehension, critical thinking, and how this next generation system is going to grow. And you know, these folks can say whatever they want, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Because what matters is what is being built and how valuable it is to society. Bitcoin can't fix the problems that these other chains can, no matter what Bitcoiners think. We spoke about how nothing can be tokenized on Bitcoin before. And with all these big banks talking about the assets they want to tokenize, guess what? They'll need to be tokenized on something other than Bitcoin. That amount of yearning for a technology that does these things is what will make these networks grow and become popular with the general public. It's not just ranting and attempting to get other people to agree with you about what you should value. It means a lot more than that. That argument utterly misses the point of why this technology was made in the first place. People shouldn't guess about this technology because it wasn't made to be a random token. Is that a result of what these networks have done? Yes, for sure. And I don't even mean consequence in a bad way. It's a second-order issue that happened because these Bitcoin networks were made. But the main idea was to shift value and digitize the whole financial system. It's clear that these Bitcoiners don't even understand what this technology is meant to do, as they entirely missed this goal. And I think that the fact that they don't see that means they probably don't see the greater picture. And the most important thing to remember is that it doesn't matter what others think. What they say doesn't matter. People who need the technology will use it. Those folks will go for the technology that helps them solve their problems and give value. Bitcoin isn't doing that, and Ripple has been promoting